Right, welcome back, guys, to the next Football Manager episode, episode 4, I do believe. Alright, let me just mute this so we don't get any game sound. Team selection, team is selected, and on we go. Right, so, Portsmouth, Oxford. Really, I think this is a game I should win, if I'm being honest. It's a game that I should win, probably with ease, though pre-season and the start of the season weren't great. So I'd just take the 3 points, really. At home as well, it's kind of a game I'd certainly expect to win. But Constable's quite a good striker, so depends, I suppose. First game of the season, so we want to start off well, but probably coming off the back of that pre-season, not the greatest thing. As for my team instructions, I'll always tell my team to hassle them, show them onto their weaker foot. But I'll only really ever type mark the forward players, like the right mid, the left mid, and the two strikers. And then I'll go through the bench. Let me go through the bench, find any of the players positions on the bench, and set them to type marking as well. Is it just gonna be? It's just gonna be Alfie Potter. Fair enough. And Frankie Sutherland because he's cam. Right. So let's tell them that I want to start the season off well. Show me what you can do. Yeah. Let's see what they can do. I think that team's good enough. I suppose I'd have a question over maybe Scott Ramsey. Oh, dear. It's running horribly. Doesn't normally run like this. Probably change it to 2D then. Yeah, just so it runs a little bit smoother. Don't know why it's running like that. Normally it runs fine. Yeah. Right. Let me just change it to 2D. Nearly scored there. That'd have been a nice start to the game if we could just put it away. Yeah, 2D. Ugh, no, 2D Classic, please. 2D Classic. It's like Football Manager 07 now. That was a good game, actually. I managed to take Dartford to the Premier League on that game. It was a lot less in depth, actually. Quite a lot less in depth. Anyway, 10 minutes in, nothing's really happened so far. Nothing massive, really. Corner. I hope this ain't FIFA, mate. You can't be scoring all the time from corners. Yeah. So I build my actually build my Football Manager team's kind of similar to I build my my Ultimate teams. I suppose it's very apart from obviously there's no work rates. Oh, as Oxford go 1-0 up. Oh no, it was offside. That's good. Yeah, apart from obviously there's no work. Well, there is work rates, but it's just a number. But I'll have a left footer and a right footer on the wings that can use our feet, I suppose. Ugh. Injury already. First game of the season. Great. Playing Gala then. 29, about half an hour in, and we haven't really created any great chances yet. We created some early when the match was 3D, which isn't about the first 10 minutes. But yeah, it's not exactly been a great game so far, to be honest. Come on. That's half time, still 0-0. None of them playing particularly well either. I think the highest rating there is a 6.8, which is for Mark Randall. Was that 6.6? This is 6.6. The only 6.8 was Nicky Shorey, I think. Right, we'll kick off in the second half. I think Jake Jervis is good enough, especially at only 21. I think Jake Jervis is certainly good enough at this league and could probably play. If he grows like at a sensible rate, he could probably do a job for us up into the Championship. Like, it'd probably be our second choice striker in the Championship, but he could definitely be around there. 70 minutes in and still really nothing. To be honest, this is a bit concerning. Might end up with a draw, but suppose I'd rather start the season off with a draw than anything else. Oh, yeah, that's some good football. Yes, finally a breakthrough. Jake Jervis. Whew. That's it. 1-0. Right. Let me see any substitutions I should make. Mark Randall's lacking in a bit of fitness, so maybe we should take him off. Actually, I'm going to take Simon Ferry off because he's playing slightly worse. Randall's fitness isn't terrible. If it dropped below 70, I'd definitely be looking to take him off. But I'll take off the two players performing worse, which is my centre mid and definitely the centre back. If his rate, what more? If his rating was only 6.3, I'll definitely take him off. That's just not good enough, really, and it will increase the chances of him making a mistake. Well, actually, Harris is down to 47 fitness, but I think I've made all my substitutions, so it doesn't make any difference. Can't do anything about it. Put that away, please. Oh, turns out in the post. Now they're in the game right there. Now they're in the game over. Ashley Harris. Saved by the keeper. I've had two chances. Since I'm 1-0 up, I've had two chances to put this game away as well. Oh no. Throw in. You just knew it. Just like FIFA. Always those ridiculous last minute goals. Damn. Well, that's 1-0. I suppose it's Dave Kitson. Dave Kitson. I remember when he played for Reading. Scoring Premier League goals. Nice scoring goals down here. 1-0. I suppose it was just unlucky, really. I was just telling him it was unlucky. I think it was a game. Oh no, actually, looking at the stats, we were awful. Less shots on target, less possession, and nearly double the amount of fouls. I'll always get a lot of fouls in the games because of how I tell my team to play. So that doesn't really bother me. A lot of players made their debuts in that game. Let's see how long the injury's for. After I just check on Jake Jervis, yeah. See, he's not great, but he could probably be maybe Championship League, a bottom Championship striker. But his scoring record isn't great. He's got 42 goals. 42 games and only 9 goals. So he scores about 1 in every 4. So if he doesn't score for the next 3 games, that's why. But Capital One Cup against Ipswich, not really a game that I'm expecting a hell of a lot from. To be honest, it's going to be a game. Probably going to be a game that I'll lose, obviously. But I'm going to put my second 11 out because there's no point. If I'd have drawn another League 2 team that I could feasibly beat, or even maybe a bottom League 1 team, then I'd have probably put a first team out, but not of a team that is that far out of my reach. So, second team, probably get battered. Probably get battered, but you never know. Sometimes you can come away with surprise results. It is at home as well, so potential for an upset. Though I do highly doubt it. Wait for this to continue. It's taken quite a while, but I suppose there's quite a few games played. First game of the season and all. Quite a lot of leagues. Sky Bet League 2. Any results that stick out there? Chesterfield winning 3-0 away, I suppose, and Morecambe 3-1 away. Yeah, just continue this still. Nothing really massively interesting. No signings that I'm looking to bring in at this time. He's going to be out for 4 to 5 weeks. That's annoying, to be honest. I might have to look into loaning a right back in for that duration of that time. To be honest. Look at the season tickets. Sold quite a few, but yeah, I'm just going to look for another right back. To be honest, to loan in while he's injured. Just cause that means I have to play. I don't mind playing my second choice, but it's just kind of the thought of if he in my cup team, I'm gonna play my second choice right back, which pushes my third choice right back is the guy that can play left or right back. He's my cover for both fullbacks. So if the right back gets my left back gets injured, then I have no more cover for right back, and then I have to play both cup games and league games, which isn't good for fitness at this level. They just can't handle it. But so I'm just gonna have a quick look through. Let me make an offer for Tierney, and and offer 30% wages. Sorry. Nah, actually, to be honest, I'm not going to accept it. Matt Fish, let me make an offer for Matt Fish. Loan offer 2 months just for the duration of the injury, like I said. 50% wages, yeah. It's just terms. They believe the offer is acceptable. I should, however, have taken out. Can be recalled. That was a bit silly of me, to be honest. Very silly of me, actually. Regardless, it was a new contract. Got himself a new contract. Yeah. Continue tomorrow. I play Ipswich in the Capital One Cup. Make all my changes up tomorrow. Man City except bids for Javi Garcia. Interesting decision. Pessimistic. Yep, I believe they probably have every right to be pessimistic. To be honest, if I'm being honest. Portsmouth face difficult Ipswich challenge. Yep, definitely do. Gillingham have accepted an offer. I think that was Port Vale from Matt Fish as well. Great. Nothing like competition. Let's continue the games today. Any luck? We can come away with. To be honest, a draw would be the worst result for me, so I have to have a replay. To be honest, that would be the worst result because honestly, your fitness, like, excuse me again, I'm yawning all over the place today. Because of fitness, like the fitness of these players isn't good enough to play a long extended season with a long cup run. I mean, the like 40 plus game season is normally difficult enough for them. I'm gonna play Michael Barker because I really don't like Ngala as a right back. Like, I think he could probably play well as a centre back. I'm gonna put Barker there so that he'll be my first choice right back for the next few games. But he's not gonna play today. I'm actually gonna make 10 changes. Gonna keep Etheridge because I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that he's still here with his weird international schedule for the Philippines. So I'm gonna play him every game he's here, fitness permitting, of course. But keepers don't normally lose like loads of fitness. I think Etheridge just after this year has got a year left on his contract, so I might see if I can loan him in for next season and then see if I can sign him on a free transfer and just offer him the contract. But I know it's quite a while away, but from January onwards, I always look at my signings for next season. Like, my building for next season starts then, and I offer players contracts and such like. Yes, I offer player contracts there that I need in position for next season. So I have them at the start of next season. So be prepared that in the January episodes they might be quite a bit longer. Just choosing a second choice 11 here, really. That I can play in the cup games. Probably put Danny East at CDM. Yep. Danny East at CDM. Probably Jed Wallace, I reckon. And Thierry Racon. Those are my two centre mids. David McGee is going to be my left-footed winger. And both my wingers are injured, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. Both Bossacota and Maloney are injured, so I might have to play. I'm probably going to play Horsburgh at left wing. I know he can't play there, but it's him or no one, to be honest. And I don't really want to use a first choice player. I've got quite a few injuries at the minute, actually, to be honest. It's not. I don't think any of them are particularly long term, except maybe Maloney's was out for a couple of months. That's honestly about it, I think. It's a bit annoying though. But let's proceed to the match. Let's go play the game. Alright, so looking at their lineup, it's a pretty good lineup. It's quite a lot of Premier League experience in there. Even if the players are older, I remember Fraser Richardson playing for Leeds, J-Tab for Reading, Frank Noble for West Ham youth player, wasn't he? Stephen Hunt, I think, was playing left mid. On Wolves black. Victor Romano as well on loan from Newcastle. Christoph Berra played for Wolves. Yes, it's a pretty decent team, if I'm being honest, especially when they're kind of against League Two opponents. Anyway, Yeah, I'm talking of decent players to sign. I probably might even look to sign someone like Mikel Sylvestre next season. His lack of physical stats are obvious, but his like technical stats and stuff will be quite good. Even though I think he might be 36. I mean, I've got Scott Ramsey in this team who's 37, who's my starting winger. So age isn't a massive look for me in this kind of league. So I'll see what we got, but we're 20 minutes in and we haven't really given them a chance. So I'll take that. The problem is I got Connolly up front as well with 36, so we're not going to get a lot getting in behind the defenders in this game. But it's a good save by Etheridge, and it's a corner. There we go. Just get the ball clear. If I can hang on till half time, then there's no saying kind of what could happen. Ball in. Etheridge just catch it. It's always nice. I probably won't make any substitutions in these cup games either, unless there's an injury, because, well, fitness is massively important. So, and these players don't regularly play for me. They come off the bench maybe for 5-10 minutes here or there. Daryl Murphy, Tab, Murphy, post. Thank God for that. Right in my luck a little bit here. Etheridge made a couple of good saves and they've hit the post. So there you go. Haven't going backwards. It's always good. Can't score from back there. Won the header. Frank Noble. 1-0. I've got to say, it doesn't really come as a surprise. They are appealing for offside, however. But it's not going to be given, so... Well, we lasted half an hour, which is better than I expected. What I want now not to happen is for the floodgates to open. I don't want it to go nuts and it be like a 4-5-0 loss. With any... I hope not, anyway. Gonna make it to half time, I think, at 1-0. Kind of better than I expected, if I'm being honest. I expected to be kind of maybe 2 down at this point, but before the game started. But after the game started, I'm actually a bit disappointed to be 1-0 down. I mean, we haven't really created anything, but defensively we've looked quite good, apart from that goal that may or may not have been offside. It's difficult to tell. It's even difficult to tell in 3D sometimes because of the camera that's used. But sometimes I make mistakes and sometimes they won't. Normally I'll side with my players. If my players are complaining it's offside, I'll say, oh, it was offside. But well, that's 2-0 quickly in the second half. 3 minutes into the second half, it's 2-0. Yeah, that was just poor, really. Couldn't get the ball away from the corner. Anyway, I'd like to score, even if it's like 3-1 or whatnot. And they've given a penalty for that. It's sometimes difficult to tell what they give penalties for in 2D, whereas in 3D it's slightly more obvious. Sometimes, anyway. Sometimes it's completely baffling what they give them for, but that's 3-0 after 52 minutes, and it looks like the floodgates have opened, and apparently this could now be... I now went from kind of looking at half-time to maybe losing 2 or 3-0 to maybe now looking at losing 5 or 6-0, which is not good. That's also why I don't play the first team, because if you take a loss like this with your first team, then their morale is shocking, to be honest. It decreases so much. But, yeah, well, we've stayed at 3-0 for about 20 minutes now, so we can finish off like this. I wouldn't be too upset. Another corner's coming in. Just get the ball away. Penalty. They've given another penalty. Are you joking me? Alright, saved it. There we go. I know, it's gone in. I thought you saved it. Man United, Liverpool up in here. Too many penalties given away. By the way, I don't think, like, those penalties, of the 3 that were given, I think maybe, like, 1 was a penalty, and the Michael Carrick on the Sturridge one was a penalty. So I feel like there should have been 2 penalties. I think they made 3 wrong calls. And the Sturridge one was definitely not a penalty. Like, that was ridiculous. It was a dive. But the Jones one, is that? The Jones one, I don't know. I'd say it's contentious. But I see why it was given. The Raphael one, I have no idea where he stayed on the pitch even, to be honest. Anyway, 4-0 result. Not really a lot to say about that. It was a bit wasn't the greatest game in the world, and none of them were very happy with me. Well, whatever. Second team anyway. I'm not exactly going to tell them they played like shit, am I? But one shot on target, you get what you deserve. Anyway, let's carry this on. As I said, the episodes will probably run Friday to Friday, so yeah. Fish rejects loan off from Portsmouth. That's not exactly great either, is it? Not a good day all round. Post-match press conference to begin. I'm not too disappointed. I didn't think the competition was ever really winning the cards. But no one expects you to defeat of that magnitude, really. I did. I think the team put up a decent effort. We weren't as bad as the scoreline. Yeah, we really weren't as bad as the scoreline. That was your first defeat as Portsmouth manager. How do you feel? Well, it was against Ipswich. If I'd have won, I don't think you'd have been. Oh, you stupid journals. Stephen Hunt scored a penalty. No, he didn't. He scored 2. I suppose, considering that we gave away 2 penalties, that we'd have lost 2-0 if we'd have just, like, kind of not given away as many fouls, but yeah, I'm not too disheartened by that result. It was never a game that I thought was winnable anyway, so the score really isn't massively important. First, my second team, Ashley Jones, injury worry. Yeah, see, look, 14th of August. He didn't call up in a week. Such a random bloody date for international football. It's only him, De Vera's from Venezuela, but I'm looking to sell De Vera anyway, so I'm not that fussed. Because I'm have to play Phil Smith. Might have to play Phil Smith for the game against Morecambe. I don't know, depends. Jerry Garcia opts to stay. Yeah, fair enough. But, yeah, I think we are on Friday, which means I'm going to stop this episode here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed.